Alright guys, next was here.
Hi, Filthy Casual here.
Playing Maplestory.
As usual.
Good boy. Anyway, today, what is it?
Technology.
Ugh. Who the
Who
fuck
should
likes
start us
technology?
off?
You, it's your fucking topic.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, so this is like a really wide
Generic
question.
question.
I think it's going to go on for a while. But do you think technology as a whole has affected the human race overall in a positive or negative way? And why?
Okay, so like, what are the arguments for like each side? Because negatively, you could say like, fuck, jeez, you could say like bombs and shit, like bomb development.
Like war technology.
But then war happened before technology, but then maybe not as much, like not as many deaths. But you know, there's so much good shit like modern medicine.
Yep.
But I guess we've caused some diseases. But I mean, come on, people are living longer now. That's good enough.
Yeah.
No, I think it's obvious to say it's better.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, do you disagree?
No, I don't think so. I think that's
I know
right.
you don't.
Sorry?
I know you don't disagree
Hush.
because you're not a fool.
Yeah, I think it's there's only like a few cases where you can say it's done something bad. For like the majority of what it's achieved has been.
There's a juicy bow down here.
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on, let me just. Yeah, I got it. I got it, Andrew. Don't worry anymore. I got it.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
It's unidentified as well. Come on, wish me luck.
I mean, even in terms of like war technologies, you can argue that like there's a lot less war because of nuclear weapons nowadays.
Yeah, but it's because of like terrorism and shit. Like everyone sort of agreed that we don't want to do nuclear shit, but we have them.
Or even
just in case.
even just the fact that when a country owns nuclear weapons, it's kind of just like this warding off other countries from fucking with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole idea. So they never get used, but they prevent like war in the first place. Just kind of weird, but it's kind of true.
I think technology has slightly ruined some social aspects of life,
Yeah.
or
I
just
think you're right.
changed it. You know, like Facebook and shit just changes everything. Everyone's on their
Yeah.
mobiles these days.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to move map?
Yeah, sure. There's like a bit less human interaction, I think, because of technology nowadays.
Yeah, I don't necessarily mind that as like an introvert, but
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean like an extrovert because I'm a don. That's what I meant to
if you
say.
say so.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you ready for one of my juicy questions?
Yeah, go for it.
One of the juicy Lewis questions.
Hit me up.
All right, I'm ready to hit you up. What technology are you looking forward to?
That's a good one. Virtual reality. Probably
You just
the most.
picked up my quest item, damn you.
Good. Yeah, virtual reality, especially for games.
That's kind of soon though.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
too
talking
far.
about some shit that like hasn't even come to pass yet, like something completely sci-fi.
Well, like what?
Actually, like I don't know, cool airplanes or some AI robots or some shit, you know.
I mean, they're already like working on AI robots as well, aren't they?
To some degree. I mean, the thing about science is they're working on everything all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, one specific thing can branch into like several different areas.
Yeah.
We have to say the ball to the hotel, don't we?
Yep.
You want to go to the hotel?
Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I think it's hard to imagine, really.
I'm looking forward to like everlasting life, kind of. You know, like we can like replace everything that's going wrong with you, and your brain will not wither and die and
Do you
get
think
old.
that'll happen?
Of course, I think technology is
Or
limitless.
do you think when it happens, it will be like available to everyone?
I think when it happens,
What
if
do you
it's
think
like
it is?
if it's commercially cheap or like it can be really easily produced, there's gonna have to be a huge decision made by the entire world. You can't just let everybody live forever and keep making babies because the race would die.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, I'm reading a quest for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Tropical fruit, coconut.
I'm so proud.
Which way is
I
it?
think it's to the right.
You think? Okay. I'm trusting you here. Trust has been done.
Yeah, this is. Or is it? Fuck, no,
I
I
don't
was
think
wrong.
it is. Fucking pleb, man.
Anyway, alright, let's have a look at my
Do you not
question.
think that technology is limitless?
Um,
Like completely 100% limitless. I mean, like you can't go breaking laws of physics and shit. But what
Yeah.
what I mean is, you know, you can
no, I know what
pretty
you mean
much
for
do
sure,
anything.
and I'm not even necessarily questioning whether it's like physically possible, but I'm just questioning like the social aspect of it, of whether it will ever be like allowed, and
Whether
if it,
society will allow it to happen.
and if it is, like considering the ways, like some people think that in the future the differences between the classes is going to be even higher, like the rich people are going to get richer and the poor people are going to get poorer.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a given. I reckon celebrities will be like first come first, you know.
So yeah,
celebrities
like
will
so
just get
then
it.
if something like that, excuse me, is ever invented, it's just going to create even more of a disparity.
I don't know. I think if it did happen and like people wanted it to happen, then I think we'd have like bigger laws on like childbirth and shit like that.
Maybe,
Because like
yeah.
people could live forever, and I think like it would be a lot more like dictatorial a bit. I kind of imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe.
But
I
want
can
to
like imagine it happening within the realm of technology.
I want to like live in a world where I could live forever. I mean, that would be sick. I don't care about like people dying and shit. Because if I could live forever, I assume other people could as well. You know, I just forget
Maybe,
about
yeah.
all my friends who are gonna die, and then just make some new friends who won't die. Be great.
Yeah.
Although, of course, I still think you should be able to kill people at all times. Like, if you can't be killed, then it's sort of like easy mode life. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if that would be good or not.
Hit me with a juicy question. Hit me good.
Okay. I shall. I'll hit you harder than you've ever been hit before.
Good. Grats. Guz. Gus.
Thanks. Do you think... Actually, this is kind of related, actually. Do you think there's ever going to be a point in the future where technology, like, goes too far and ends up just, like, taking over life
Well,
just,
the
like, to a
obvious
ridiculous
one-
extent?
The obvious one is AIs, like, thinking for themselves and, like, Terminator shit just taking over the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's, movies...
I think it's already gone too far.
iRobot is, like, a classic movie.
What the
about that, isn't
what
it?
the fuck? What's that? Get out, please. Ah,
Is
some
it some
asshole
guy?
just he just came along and everything died, and I'm not liking that. It's cheating. I mean, no, I think it's already kind of like that with like phones and shit. I don't like it much.
Okay, fair enough.
I sound like some next Philistine, but
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
no, I mean,
I think it's definitely like imaginable that it will go that far, like too far. To
I
the
mean, it's
extent
like
of,
it's like saying, is evolution bad? I mean, it's just like something that happens, isn't it? You know?
though?
Technology is
Is-
gonna. I mean, we make technology, but no one will stop making it.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're like the whole thing of like humans being as good as they are is that we get curious.
Yeah, for sure. We just go back.
Yeah. Oh, this game sucks.
I know, man. Fucking hell.
Why are we even playing it? We could just be like sitting still, just no recording, just like talking.
I know. I think that's this is the next one.
Okay, so I want to know in terms of like AI, because I strongly feel like you can make a robot and you could like program it to choose things like based on algorithms, but not only that, but based on like past choices and shit like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So at what point do you think you can make a robot so human-like that it actually becomes immoral to kill it? Like it likes living, it makes
Oh, right.
decisions.
That's interesting.
At what point? Because a lot of people
Do you
would
know about the Turing test?
no. Oh yeah, no, yeah. They do it to like some AIs, and it's
test,
tricked like computers to see how human something is, right?
Yeah, it's like to test how human-like a computer is in terms of like talking and conversation.
Yeah.
And there was a computer that passed it for like the first time. I think it was last year actually. I think it was a little while ago.
But I don't mean like programmed to talk, right? I mean like, kind of actually does. Because think about it this way, right? Like, we are a lot more complicated, but let me put it in like layman's terms. We like are put in the world, and then we have, like, say we experience something, like we experience the cold, right? Like just generally feeling cold. Our brain is like, okay, I like that, I don't like that, you know, whatever. It makes a choice, and then it'll adapt other situations based on that influence, right?
Right.
It's like a skill tree in a game, but like there's millions of branches going, and they're all interweaving, and it's complicated. But we are all just like products of like random choices and consequences and shit like that. So yeah, you could get a computer to do that if you know, when we're advanced enough and we have a computer big enough and like to type that shit in.
Yeah.
And it's like just saying, you know, you can make as many decisions as you want, and you know, that would simulate human life, and it would be choosing its decisions programmed the same way that we are. But
right, yeah.
I think a lot of people in the world will still be like, we made it, we can kill it.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
think?
an interesting one. I don't know. I mean,
Because like we can make humans. I mean, we can have sex and make a human, but
yeah.
you know,
it's a bit different though, isn't it?
But nobody's like, yeah, it's different. But then it's like
It is quintessentially different. I think even like regardless of how human-like a robot becomes, there's still always the fact that they were made by people. I think.
See, I don't really see much difference in it if you get a robot which is done perfectly, you know?
I don't know.
Because like what, like really, like you're saying that, I mean, the only logic behind that is that it's okay to kill something as long as it's the way its mind works. It's different to the way ours works. But I'm arguing
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying even if you were to create an AI which was so like a human that it was indistinguishable,
yeah.
there would still be the fact that it was created by a human being at some
So
point.
so what if like your parents made you so you're a robot, right? Hypothetically, you're a robot and you feel like a human and you have all these human emotions. Nothing is like predetermined in such an obvious way, like the same way as humans. Like
Yeah.
And you've been living your life and you're happy and shit. Do people have the right to kill you now?
I don't know if I never really said whether it was morally right or not. I just explain the difference in the two. When it comes into actually like whether or not that's right, I think that's a very large grey area.
I think it's right to kill something if you can control if it wants to be killed or not. So like if you have a robot with like human personalities and shit, right? But you can like program in it like, oh, if I say this magic word, you will be completely fine with dying, like you won't feel bad or anything like that. Then that's, to me, that's still a robot. But if you put a gun to a robot's head and it's like, I don't want to die, you shouldn't kill it.
Right.
I mean, obviously you can if the robot's a dickhead or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. This is very iRobot-ish.
Yeah. I've only seen that film once and I've only seen like the last half of it.
Have you read the book? Wait, I'm asking if you've read the book. Of course you haven't read the book.
I can't even read, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think there's a large amount of grey area in that kind of subject, which is why
This shit will probably happen within like, you know, 1,000 years or some shit, maybe
less
2.
than that.
Yeah.
Much less than that.
Okay, so what do you think of like some next level technologies are on the way? Because we're snowballing, right? We're snowballing.
Yeah.
What do you think there's a cap or not? Do you think like in 1,000,000 years that the human, like if we're alive then, like the human race will just be like at some divine sort of like we have everything, or do you think there will still be stuff left to discover then?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
I saw some
It's
video.
hard for anyone to answer that.
Some video online saying that like there's 4 different types of like people that, you know, like there's civilizations who invent stuff like we do, and then the next level is like
class A, B, C, and D, or whatever it is.
Yeah, like when you can travel between solar systems.
Yeah. I think I've seen that same one.
But I don't know how like
need to move on, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how relevant it is or how true it is. It's just
Oh wait,
a
no, let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay.
I mean,
next
in fact,
travelling.
something like that is so hard to. That's the kind of thing that maths is much better at. Much
Predicting.
better at talking about and at least trying to predict. Yeah.
Okay, do you feel like you can't like catch up with technology at all?
What do you mean?
You know, like sometimes it just goes to, like a new phone comes out and like, oh shit, a new phone's out, or you know, like, oh, there's this new app, or everyone's going on Twitter now instead of Facebook, or there's MySpace, and then you know.
A little bit, not much. Every once in a while, when something comes along, I'm like, wow, that was a bit quick, but nah, most of the time, I'm kind of okay with it.
You know, like there will be a point where you're just like, I'm done with technology, because like every adult does that kind of, like, not every, but most of them.
Some of them, yeah. I don't know. Will there?
I think so. You know, like you'll just be like, oh, I cannot keep, like if you're like 90, why are you going to be looking at the new shit coming out for teenagers? You know?
Yeah. Okay. No, I understand that.
And do you feel bad about that? Because I, as a son, I feel bad that my mother doesn't know the beauty of Facebook in a way, if you could call it beautiful. What are we doing, by the way?
Beautiful. Some people would call it an abomination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you know
I know what you
have
mean.
to do?
Yeah, I think so. Just give me a sec. I don't know. I guess yeah. Like it's a shame knowing that some people don't get to like experience certain things. I suppose. But that's not even just like in terms of like age and generation. That's just some people are just simply not privileged enough to to be able to
Yeah.
experience things. You know what I mean? It's
Like
the
there are
same-
people alive today who
same thing.
have never seen a computer,
Yeah, exactly.
which is a weird thought.
It is a really weird thought, isn't it?
Because like they're on the same planet, and it's like,
It is
so
extremely
weird.
yeah.
but then they have a type of life that we'll never experience. And it's not like we're advanced. It's just different. I mean, you
think?
could say we're technically advanced, but I will never know what it's like to fucking live in a rainforest and catch deer and shit for my entire life. I will never know what it's like to
Yeah.
know like 30 people for my whole life, or
Yeah,
just, you
yeah.
know, something like that. And that's pretty sick, if you ask me. Pretty
Yeah.
damn sick.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Actually, it's just like completely different. It just
Yeah.
gives you a completely different like perspective of life, depending on you know where you were born and what you were born into.
I find it a little bit upsetting that I can, you know, people have to go through life without experiencing everything. Because when I was younger, I was like, oh, there's so many different options. I can't wait to try everything. Or like, you know, you think life is like a game. You can sort of reset and do this and do that. And, you know, it's really just like, oh, you're you and you have this one shot in this big open sort of world of like so many different options. And you just have to choose like that one life you have. You can't change it after it's happened. You know what I mean?
I guess so. Yeah.
And I'd hate to have regrets at the end of my life.
Yeah, I guess so.
Give me a question, fam. I've been asking fair questions. You suck at this. You suck.
Hush your mouth. All right. What do you think music would be like if technology wasn't the way it was? So, or like how much do you think it's affecting music? Technology?
Well, it's obviously affecting it in terms of like dubstep and shit. And the fact, are you talking like technology as a whole, like the fact that we can record it and shit, or not?
Yeah, pretty much anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's recorded a hell of it. It's fucking affected it so much. Like, I can listen to music while walking down the street, and like, I think people now are they're getting more impatient with music. They're like, oh, I'm done with this song. Give me a new song. I need the next big thing right now. Or I need like 1 million songs on my iPod. Otherwise, I'm not going to be satisfied. Or,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure. There's like an instant gratification, isn't there?
Yeah,
People want-
and you can imagine like back in like the Tudor ages or some shit, people, you know, you could get like crowds of people just like, oh, let me hear that one song I've heard 50 times because that one song was really good, you know?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
No one's going to be doing that anymore. And now it's like gigs have to go on for longer and longer, kind of, because people just have too many songs and they have to produce faster and it's easier to produce. So
Yeah, I guess so. It's moving like music industry moves really quickly, isn't it?
It's great though.
Almost too quickly sometimes, but yeah, I think for the most part it's great. Like the extent to which like music has become globalized as well, I think is awesome.
I think they need to start working more on like medicine and cool technologies and less on like what makes money. Although they never will stop, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd rather like have some useful shit than some cool shit.
I guess so.
Do you think there will be a point where like technology overtakes humans in like, you know, we won't be able, not like we won't be able to catch up as in like, oh, they're AIs and they're doing shit for themselves. I mean, in terms of like, you know, oh, this is too advanced for us. We don't know what to do with this that we've made and shit like that.
Possibly, yeah. I mean,
you know, like a technology will be invented that will sort of break society, like, you know, an algorithm that will just make pop songs on its own, or you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could probably write one of those already, to be honest. You only need about 4 chords, but yeah. I don't know. Again, like all of those kind of questions about the future in terms of technology are so hard to answer and so hard to like predict because, like, realistically, people like it's hard to predict what's going to happen in like 20 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let alone, you know, even further into the future. So I don't know. It's
what do you think of like solar power and shit like that? Also, what do we have to do?
Have you handed in to this guy?
I picked up a drum and then yeah, I think so. I've got like a little.
Is there a guy right there?
Yeah, there's a guy there.
Yeah, take his quest and follow me.
Oh, 100 seagull slimes, that one. I've had that for bare time, fam.
Alright.
Fuck!
Good job.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I minimize my game? What did I do?
Dude, you died! Shut the fuck up, you
I
died!
minimized my game. Oh, fuck.
Well done.
Why is it full screen? No, it won't be full screen for long.
Oh
no.
my god.
I'm sorry, viewers. I'm so sorry. Fucked up and I died. Fucking, I'm a dickhead.
Yeah.
I need to sell this oh, fuck.
Great job, Liz. Well done.
Go suck a giant asshole.
Oh.
Fucking
Alright.
hell, man. So pissed. We're 22 minutes in. Alright. Do you have any more questions? Because I've got more.
I think I've got like one more.
Okay,
Let's
go on,
see.
hit me up.
How much of a role do you think technology plays in media?
Well, that's a stupid question. How much of a role do you think technology makes in technology?
No. No. Technology and media are two very different things, Lewis. Answer the fucking question.
Media is just a small part of technology. That's all
No,
it is.
I disagree.
Okay, explain it to me.
How are they the same? That doesn't make any sense.
Just okay.
Technology.
Explain the difference.
I can't explain the difference because they're two quintessentially different things. That's like saying explain the difference between music and cheese. Like what?
But what I mean is, technology really like affects media in a way.
Of course it does. Technology affects like so many things in the
Yeah, I
world.
mean you can't really have media.
Just because
without
technology affects something doesn't mean that that thing is just a part of technology. Technology affects, I don't know.
So wait,
What I mean, technology affects music. Music isn't just a part of technology, is it?
What's your question? How does technology affect media?
Yeah, and is it like a good thing, like in a good way or a bad way, or how much? Whatever.
It affects it, and basically, however the big businessmen want to be making money these days.
Okay.
You know, are you gonna like this thing easier? Can we start trends? Can we advertise ourselves easier?
Yeah.
And they manage to like play it into ways that like normal people like. They think that it's for them. So like you with like 2 friends or like 100 friends or whatever are like hashtagging away, thinking, oh, this is great. I'm doing shit for my friends, but no, like you're making money for big companies for advertising it, and you don't even know it. You know?
Yeah.
It's clever, but yeah, technology allows for that because, you know, the next big technology that can work in like an interface with real people, business is just going to jump on that and use that to make loads of money off the sheep.
Loads of money.
Loads of money.
I've missed that. But yeah,
Well,
no, I
you've cost
agree.
Loads of money. My name is loads of money. Okay, what do you
Yeah.
think of smartphones? Like the way that we've gone from like Donne computers to like Donne, like tiny little thing in your pocket. Can't even see the screen; it's too small. Where do we have to go to hand this in?
I think we have to go back. I think that's quite good in a way. It's just like, I mean, it's just showcasing the rate at which technology advances, really, isn't it?
Because as you know, I do not have a smartphone.
No, neither do I. Dude, don't worry. Smartphones.
Have you ever used one?
Smartphones.
Or ever had
Yeah, I
one?
used to have one, but they're overrated as fuck, man.
It's a waste of
The only
everything.
thing I like that kind of phone for is like being able to have a camera and a phone on one like device.
Okay, so like, this is a big gripe of mine. Why do you think people feel the need to like take so many pictures? Because I barely take it. The only reason I take a new profile picture is one, if I look completely different, or two, if somebody's like, Lewis, you haven't changed your profile picture in ages. I'm like, oh, what? Have I not? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not updating you on every new pore that comes out of my face, or every fucking mole, or every hair I shave off, you know? Like, what the fuck? I see people who post, like, change their profile pictures like 20 times a day and shit like that. And,
It's weird,
you
isn't
know, you go on some people's Facebooks, they got 20 profile pictures. Go on another, they got like 600. It's like, what? Have you been alive for like 3,000 years? Are you an elf? You know?
I know what you mean. It's
Just vanity. Like, I don't. But it's not just that.
It
Like,
is
people
to some
taking
degree.
pictures of everything. Like, if I meet a celebrity, I don't care too much about taking a picture with them. I'd rather just talk to them.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's like a balance to be had, but yeah, I think a lot of people definitely take it too far. I can kind of understand why, because it's so easy to do. Like it's so quick.
It is quick, but I think kind of takes away the beauty from it. You know, like you could see some sick sunset or whatever, and then everyone would just have their cameras out, where you could just be there enjoying the moment. You know?
Yeah, to some degree. I think there's something to be said for capturing a moment, though.
In a way, but I think leave it to the photographers. Or I don't mind some photographs, but you know, just some people who take photographs all the time. It's like
Yeah.
don't really feel the need. If he speaks to me, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he's CC'd. Okay,
I
good
think we
for
have to go back, by the way.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, 27 minutes in. I got more questions, but we could end it if you want.
It's up to you. You decide.
Why don't I ask another question while I think of what we're gonna watch next episode?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Do you think technology is immoral?
Oh, I think we went the wrong way. Sorry. I think we have to go all the way back. Sorry.
Thank you.
Fuck you. Do I think technology is immoral?
Yeah, like, do you think it is immoral to be able to invent shit like this? Like, stuff that proves something's wrong, stuff that can, like, make people live longer, stuff that can... You know, technology is altering human life. Do you think it's immoral
Once again,
to
I think
alter?
you're maybe misusing the word moral or immoral. I don't think morality even comes into it.
Well, I think... I don't know. I mean, some people consider morals in...
I think certain
regards to,
parts
like,
of technology can be considered moral, immoral. Like medicinal technology can be considered like a very morally good thing.
Okay, well,
For the
in
most
certain
part.
morals, then what if I just say, like, good for the human race or whatever? You know, like
Yeah.
actually good for it, because, like...
I mean, it's kind of similar to what we were talking about earlier. By the way, you went too far. We have to fight on this map.
Oh, my days.
Um,
Gonna get mad in 2012 up in here.
yeah. I don't know. I think for the most part, it's a good thing. Just like, I think like advancing the human race is most of the time only a good thing. I mean, obviously there are always like, well not always, but there are sometimes like negative repercussions or side effects. But yeah, I think the more we can advance, the better for the most part. Up to a certain point, that is. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, next episode. What should we do? What should we do?
Oh, are you just gonna blank me like that? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I
I, mean,
see.
I agree with what you said.
I
I'm
see.
just
No,
typing
I see.
it.
I understand. I get it. It's fine. It's cool.
Okay, well, maybe you would want to try saying something interesting next time.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that. I just had to bring out the old Shrek vocal cords right there. Ah. Felt good to get a little
I
lay
felt
off
it.
my
I felt it in my heart.
Good. I know you did.
What's our next thing?
Should we be bold and talk about something like a bit controversial, or like?
It's up to you, man. It's your choice. It's your topic.
Okay. Let's talk about like things we hate. Generally, things we hate.
You're gonna talk for like 5 times as long as I am on that one.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Next episode, things we hate. It's gonna be sick.
I'm
Don't
not looking
miss
forward
it.
to that. Oh my god.
Alright, this is Nextress.
For casual. See you later, guys.
Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Goodbye.
So
See
pervy.
you later. Yeah, bye.
Please don't ever come near my children.